Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lloyd, and today we got some presents, so let's go ahead and take them apart and see what we got. So this is from Clerica Group, also known as DigitMakers.ca. So today we got some eSun filament, PLA Plus, olive green. Now I love the eSun brand. They come nicely sealed and packaged. You can see that they got a thing to get rid of moisture in the middle, and it prints really, really good. So very excited about this. And then we got some black PLA. This one is from D3D. I mean, it's still packaged nicely, but the box is not nearly as impressive. So that's the filament. I did try to order a couple of cool printers that I thought would be fun to set up and see how they do. The challenge I had is I originally bought a printer from Two Trees, which is a company out of China that's making a Core XY printer, which is pretty cool. Like, they're nice and high quality. Problem I had is, as soon as I put the order in, yeah, we need another $110 or we won't ship your order. And that was, to be honest, kind of frustrating, because you put a lot of work into researching which printer you're going to get. But in that journey, I managed to find FlashForge printers for sale at DigitMakers, marked as used or open box. There's no reviews. I haven't seen anybody cover DigitMakers and whether or not they're a good deal, whether or not they like them, if all the parts are there. So I saw in there they had a FlashForge Adventurer 3. These are pretty cool, fully functional printers. Now, I'm not going to do a superly complicated unboxing. I'm sure there are 1.5 million places you can go to see an unboxing. But I did want to do an unboxing where it's marked as used and opened, because we don't know what that's going to look like. To me, it looks like somebody got the printer and maybe unpacked it and put it back in the box. Let's find out if that's the case. Well, they didn't pack it very good, but it seems to have survived the trip. So they put in here a handful of these that are actually mostly deflated, and 3 pieces of cut up foam, one sitting on top. Not the best foam packaging job. Okay, the only 2 things in the box: power cable and the printer. Now I can see right away that this printer has indeed been used. The build plate has multiple colors on it. Somebody was printing in yellow, blue, printing all over this thing. I can see that there's gunk built up all over, so seen some better days. Now, on their website, they didn't say at all what state any of this was in. Just that it was potentially open box, potentially used. Definitely used, definitely was open box. I don't know that I would recommend buying this one, given the state of it. I'm just cleaning and wiping it down. I'm using methyl hydrate just because I like methyl hydrate and I have a lot of it for my SLAs. But given how much wear I'm seeing on this machine, not super impressed. There's a lot of dirt coming out of the back on the fan, so whoever had this had it in a spot dirtier than this room, which is scary. But I see discoloration happening right away in some of the clean spots, so whatever they spilt on here, it's definitely a chemical of sorts. Well, that aside, and they've been using glue sticks, that's what they've been doing. So that's already a bit of a red flag, as usually with this printer you don't really need glue sticks. It's supposed to print fairly well. So if whoever had this before was doing glue sticks out of necessity, or were they doing glue sticks because it wasn't working? I had hoped that this company would at least clean them up before they'd send them out, but looks like that is not the case. So we'll know soon if this is a good printer or if they sold me a lemon. And it's looking to me like this was not just used once or twice and tested, but actually used quite a bit. So this is definitely not just open box. The other thing is, it didn't come with any of the things that it says it would. It did say that it would come with extra filament. It did say it would come with all of the tools and add-ons that are supposed to come with a FlashForge Adventurer. It didn't come with any of it. So we'll see. I may end up sending this one back. We'll see. But there's wear all throughout here. Buildup that's been on the trays. This has been used more than once. So I'm going to go ahead, bring you in closer, we'll set it up, and we'll see what it does. First things first, standard computer style cable. And let's plug this in and we'll see what it does. And now for the moment of truth. Yeah, there's multiple colors in here. I saw blue and yellow on the plate. And I saw blue and something burnt in here. Alright, now I lucked out that I have a bunch of these half rolls kicking around. This one's gonna fall loose, but we might actually be fine. Test number 1. Let's see if it powers on. I'm pretty hopeful it will at least work. So if you get one of these printers and you plug it in, make sure that what you plug it into is powered on. Otherwise, it will not turn on. So, now that we got that sorted out. So, power cable's in, power's on. Lights come on. The fans don't sound very good. Here, you can see that they replaced the fan. There's that blue I was telling everybody about. Hot end to me. Oh, maybe it is. That doesn't sound right. It looks to me like that printed part is a little bit warped. You can see back there. So that's the fan that's not quite right. And this is slightly warped. And it's also not the official head that it came with. Well, the touch screen works. Adventurer 3. Yeah, I probably shouldn't be showing any of this on there. Yeah, here you go. Usage counter. 993 hours. Let's see if it can heat up. I don't know where that other annoying fan is. Now the interesting thing is the platform's warm enough, but the extruder hasn't heated up. Well, for a second, okay. The thermistor's working. It is getting, like it says, 23. Well, there we go. Now we know why somebody sent it back. But to be honest, if we can't get it to work with the extruder, then there's not much we can do. Let's try feeding it some filament. Maybe that's why. Leads, camera, USB host, nozzle. Everything more or less is correct in there. That's probably the fan that's super loud that shouldn't be. Well, that's it. We've checked the wiring, we've checked everything else. It's either a bad extruder or there's something wrong in here. And to be honest, I'm not willing to put in the time to find out. So with that said, this is going to have to go back. So my verdict, not a good deal. I wouldn't try to save the money, and if this is the kind of quality they're putting out, I don't know that I would trust their printers in general. Yeah, but let's contact them and see what they have to say. Well, that's it. We've checked the wiring, we've checked everything else. It's either a bad extruder or there's something wrong in here. And to be honest, I'm not willing to put in the time to find out. Alright, so unfortunately the printer we got didn't work. The good news is I spoke to DigitMaker and they are getting it sorted out. So they're covering the shipping back. I'm going to send the printer back, and I decided instead I might pay a bit more and get another printer. This is a lesson learned that sometimes when you try to save money you don't always get what you want. The printer itself was about $150 less than you would buy one brand new, what I got was something that had 996 hours of use on it and needed at least $100, if not $150 in repairs if I wanted to get it working. So stay tuned. Come back and check out my next video where we unbox the Creator Pro when we get it back from Toronto, and I will go in and do some more videos on some of my other printers in the meantime. Thanks everybody, and I hope you have a wonderful day.